jubbsticks, and today I'll be showing you a few features of my 3.0 update mod. So this is the first ever additive mod for New Horizons, meaning it's adding completely new content, which includes new fruits, new tools, new items, new characters, new interactions, and plenty of other changes. So you can see here I've got a few new items in my storage. And in this video I just wanted to play with the mod for a little bit and show you some of the cool things I've added with it. Also, since I finally finished this first version of my very own 3.0 update, I'd like to finally share the release date for it. This will be releasing on Friday, March 7th at 8 AM Eastern Time for modded consoles and emulators. You can even connect online to other players who have the same data installed, so you can trade the new items and play the mod together if you really want. So anyway, I'm gonna go outside and just play the game, and if you want to watch and see some of the new stuff that I've added, you can stick around. So let's get to it. One of the features that started out this mod is I needed to find a way for the player to obtain gems because it wasn't possible for me to add them to the rocks where you'd obtain other ores, right? If you're a regular at the Roost, Brewster has a chance to request something special of you. Now that he's requested a gyroid, I can go ahead and give him one. Coffee go, nope, here's a gyroid. I just thought that was funny. So we'll get into position. And see, it'll give me the option to choose a gyroid. If I have multiple in the inventory, I can select those as well. So I'll give him the ringoid. And there's special dialogue for every single gyroid in the game, which he will tell you, you can decline if you don't want to, but there's been a lot of effort put into these dialogues. So I hope that you'll take the time to listen. And here's some fun facts about each kind. So he's usually a bit more reserved, but when you give him gyroids, he's very enthused about them. He has a chance to give you a random gemstone, or yeah, he has different dialogue about the different gems as well. He has a lot of new dialogue. So yeah, I just got an emerald, and with that, I can show you I can craft emerald tools. So you can see the silver tools from New Leif are back, but you craft them using silver nuggets now. And you can also, it's not really an upgrade, but you can customize them using different gemstones if you unlocked the gemstone variants of the tools. Also, golden tools are now crafted using silver tools. But the other thing is, all of these are unbreakable. So none of these, I mean, you can technically break them in like 65,000 uses, but I don't foresee that happening basically ever for most tools. Maybe for the shovel, but if I've done the calculations to where if you use the shovel every day to its maximum capacity, it'll still take you 2 years to break it. So I don't see it being much of an issue. But then if you play every day for 2 years, you'll probably have enough materials to just craft a new one. The fruits all have new models, and these come from New Leif. And so you can see the apples look like the classic apples from New Leif, as well as the peaches look more like they do in the other games. I really like this look a lot more. If you prefer not to have these, you can just delete the corresponding files to those. So you can delete I think it's unit icon plant fruit peach if you want the regular peach back. These illuminated items are new items I've added. You can download them in their own mod, but they're also available in 3.0 with a special unlock with Phineas. And speaking of Phineas, I'm gonna head over to Harv's Island because it's Wednesday on my save, and he shows up on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I wanna fly. I wanna visit Harv's Island. Let me go, I wanna go. I think another quality of life update I'll do soon is I'll definitely make it faster to go through the airport, because right now it's kind of a slog just to go to Harv's Island. In New Leaf, you could just walk up the railroad tracks and you'd be right at Main Street. So look who's here. This would be Phineas and Harvey. So you might remember, if you've watched videos on my channel before, some of this dialogue I've reused. I did take someone mentioned that Nook Miles Goals wasn't capitalized, so I did that just for them. Looks like it's back to balloons. There are over 500 new lines of dialogue for these new NPCs, and making these NPC sequences is a lot more involved than you might expect, because you control their neck movements and all the emotes that they do, and who's talking when, and where the player's facing, and what different dialogue they'll say based on different conditions. Phineas can actually show up on any day the first time that he appears, so as soon as you download the mod, you should be able to find him over here on his first day. But then he'll show up only on Wednesday and Saturday after that. So let's see. One balloon, please. This dialogue is actually from City Folk. He says those lines in City Folk. So let's see which balloon I got. I got the Cyan Bunny Balloon. Beautiful. So there's actually 5 new shapes of balloons and 6 new colors. There's lime, orange, cyan, indigo, white, and black. And you can get those in the regular shape, and you can get them as bunnies, hearts, stars, leaves, and yeah. He'll also give you different rewards if you've completed different Nook Miles goals. So if I show you the Nook Miles goals that I have completed, I've completed over half of the fish encyclopedia. So he will want to give me a silver rod. He might also want to give me a silver net. So let's see. If you've dug up more than 50 clams, then he will teach you a special technique for crafting a bunch of fish bait at once. So you can bulk craft fish bait in this mod, and also clams now stack in the inventory, so you no longer need to worry about inventory space practically at all when you're going clam digging. And now if I want to craft a lot of fish bait, I can go ahead and do that, and I'll show you that in just a moment as well, how to bulk craft fish bait. So there is a new Nook Miles goal called balloon bobbing, and you can complete that by visiting Phineas and getting balloons from him every so often. And he even has a Nook Miles reward for that goal. There isn't rewards for every single goal. But yeah, so the reward for this one would be you can craft gem balloons. So here, if I go all the way up here, you can see I unlocked a whole lot of different balloon types. And yeah, so there are over 1,400 files in this mod. You would be surprised how many of those are just icons. So you can see there are a lot of icons for all of these new recipes. Here are the illuminated items that I've added as well. You can craft these using silver and ornaments. And you get those by building a certain number of snowboys, and Phineas will give you the recipe for those as well. I thought in New Horizons there's a bit of a lack of progression between when you complete the tutorial and when you unlock the golden tools. So I figured this would be a good middle point to where you can get these silver tools, and then the next unlock after those would be the gem tools. So if I did 60 out of 80 fish types, that 4th stamp there, that would unlock all of the different variants of the gem fishing rod. So it's been a lot of work, but I really hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna walk over here with my cyan balloon, and I'm going to go to Red's raffle because there's new items you can get here too. Because of course there is. So now every single day you can get 1 lucky item from Red. You have a 20% chance of getting the lucky item. So you'll see, yeah, I definitely get something else first. most of the time. Is that painting? I think that's the genuine article. I'm not entirely sure. I figured it'd be a good addition to make Red's raffle more interesting, and also I needed a way for the player to obtain the tropical fruits from New Leaf as well. Those are the mango, lychee, lemon, banana, and durian. And so all of those are in this mod, and you can get them through this raffle as a lucky item. Additionally, you can also find the non-native fruits to your town. Well, you can find any fruit in here, even if it was native to your town. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that to happen. I was not expecting that to happen. So there's a 2% chance that you get the silver axe from the raffle. I guess it's good to have it have proof that it's possible, because I haven't actually tested thoroughly enough to know that it is. A lot of the mod is tested, but for low probability chances like that, it's difficult to make sure that they work. So yeah, that works. That is the lucky ticket of the day though, so I'm not going to be able to get one of those tropical fruits to show you for today, but I might time travel to another video or time travel to another day and put that in the video as well. But yeah, and then after you have the silver axe, after you've received that from the raffle, you have a chance of getting the different gemstone axes in the raffle as well. So there's a lot to unlock. Again, yeah, a lot of reason to keep playing that raffle every day. So I just figured, having more stuff to do every day is always good. Maybe not, depending on what kind of player you are, but I think it's always good. Okay, we're back on the island, and I want to show you the bulk crafting of fish bait. But before I do, I also want to show you some of the customizations of the Unbreakable Tools. I didn't have any customization kits, so I am here to buy some. There's Daisy. She's one of my favorites on this island. Here's another small change that I've made, is the sapling for palm trees no longer has the brown coconut next to it, and that's because the palm tree model is now also shared by the bananas. So here we are at the crafting table. I'm going to show you some customizations of the silver tools. So all of the Unbreakable tools are customizable, except for the golden tools for now, but I do plan to add customization for those at some point. All of them also have pure variants, so you can do like pure silver, pure ruby, and those are shinier and they're completely covered. So I think those ones are pretty cool. Although I don't personally use them, I think there's an appeal there for people who want to be a little flashy in that way. I think I'm gonna go with the coral variant because I think that's my favorite of them aside from the faithful, but I do want to show that they are customizable. Okay, now I've just got to dig up a few clams. Oh, there's one. Okay, I got a few clams here, and I'm gonna show you. If I go to the crafting table and I decide to craft, a new prompt will appear where I can choose to just craft normally if I want to. So you can still use this menu. And in fact, I think I'm gonna craft a sapphire rod because this one is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, just look at that. Gemstone tools also have the same icons as the silver ones, but that's beautiful. Okay, I need to stop getting sidetracked though. Here we go. I'm gonna bulk craft fish bait. And I have shown this before, but it's pretty cool. I've added this emote at the end here. It has a chance of doing 5 different emotes. That one's probably the silliest of them. And then look at that. 3 fish bait out of 3 clams, and I did it instantly. Yay. Whoa. Okay. And then I guess one more thing I can show. I'm gonna drop this perfect cherry so you can see how it looks compared to the normal cherry. It's beautiful. So you'll receive that in the mail when you first load up the mod. You should get a letter from Leif if you've met him before. And that's how you'll receive your first perfect fruit, and you can plant them from there. You'll only receive the fruit that's native to your island, the perfect fruit that's native to your island. And if you want to receive the other kinds, you'll have to trade with other players to find those. Speaking of Leif, I'm right here next to him. And I think, yeah, so he's got this new option. He's already apparently told me on this save about bamboo cultivation, but that's what I'm here for. I can tell you guys about it. So for bamboo, you can now, so with bamboo, I've got a few examples here. Here's just the nursery, and here's the fully grown tree. But what you want to give Leif for bamboo cultivation will be a young tree, so not a fully grown one, but one that's somewhat grown. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this perfect cherry. Yummy. And I'm gonna dig up this. I think it's a large young bamboo tree. Yes. And what's cool is, depending on what size the tree is, you'll have a better chance of getting better results from the cultivation. But the better the results are, the longer it can take for them to come to you in the mail. So I'll give Leif this young bamboo tree, and he'll give me more bamboo shoots in the mail. And this is a way of renewing bamboo shoots without going to a bunch of mystery islands to try and find bamboo. So if you want to get more bamboo shoots to grow a whole bunch of trees, this is a great way to do it. And what's also cool is you can get perfect bamboo from this process, which you may have seen in my storage earlier. So let's see. I can give him, it'll let me choose any tree. I dug up another tree so I can show you. You can give him any tree, but of course he won't, he laughs at you for that because that's just so silly. Like, why would you do that? I'm really not expecting anyone to do that, so that's why he laughs at you. So here's, you can give him the young bamboo tree, and he's real happy about it. It costs 3,000 bells to cultivate, but of course perfect bamboo is worth more than 3,000 bells, so you could make a hustle out of this if you really tried. One thing you've probably already noticed is that the items stack more than they used to. Every item that stacks in the base game can stack to 99, and manila clams are also now stackable. So it's a nice quality of life feature. With Katrina, I did do a slight change to her as well. When you purify bad fortune, she'll send you a good luck item in the mail. And so now there's a chance that good luck item will be one of the new gemstones. She might send you an amethyst in the mail, or a ruby or sapphire emerald. Some closing thoughts. I wanted to say thank you to a lot of people in the community who have helped me over this process, because it's been a very long one, and there's been a lot of stuff to learn. And of course, just discovering how to add new items into the game took long enough by itself, but like each piece of these items, like the different icons and the different customizations of each of the tools, just adding all the different options for the Unbreakable Tools took me weeks of work. And so thank you to everyone for helping me out with all of this. It's been fun. I appreciate all of the support, and especially to those of you who, it takes a lot of time to do this, and while it's fun, sometimes it can be a bit of pressure to wear. It's hard to keep going and to see it through, and I'm not typically great at finishing what I start. But having the support of everyone all along has been really nice. So, I mean, even just simple stuff like, wow, this is really cool. I appreciate that a lot. Like, that just, it makes me happy to see other people care about this, and that all of this work that I've put into this, people will be able to play it and enjoy it. And I hope that you will, and I hope that you'll have a lot of fun with it. I do also want to thank all of my supporters on Ko-Fi. If you didn't know, I have a page on Ko-Fi, and I'm not just trying to like shill here. But if you do want to send support, that's a great way to do it. And to the people who have, thank you very much. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Less than a week away. And it comes out on a Friday, so you'll have the weekend to play it, hopefully. And I hope you'll have a good time.